What's up, YouTube? It's your man, Big Nord, back at it again. Man, what's going on these days, man? It seems like we're headed into a World War III with Iran and surrounding countries. You know, this last week and a half, there's been international violence across the board. Supposedly, Iran stormed the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad on the 31st. Americans were killed, and this was publicized heavily in the news, of course. So this could gain favoritism for the U.S. to attack and strike and use drones and all kind of other advanced military weaponry. So, of course, the regime that we're in is, some would say pro-war, others would say tough on defense. So there were a bunch of drone strikes in Iran who were the believed perpetrators of that attack on the embassy. And a high-ranking Iranian general was killed, General Soleimani. This is what started Iran's talk of going to war and even putting $80 million on Trump's head. These type of talks, and it's been a minute since 2001. When the World Trade Center was attacked, or so-called attacked, by so-called outside forces. And what is that? 19 years, almost 20 years. So it seems like every 20 years, 20 or some years, there's conflict in the world, especially around the Middle East, where there's plentiful of oil refineries. Iran produces 3.3% of the natural gas throughout the entire world. That's a lot of money coming out of this area. And it doesn't put it past you, man, that there are a bunch of the United States is so intelligent that they know that a lot of times in these countries that have oil or fine resources, and they may have a stubborn dictator in their eyes that wants to have their own nuclear weapons, that wants to have their own people guarding their walls. They don't need anyone occupying that country or any neighboring country near that. The U.S. have to think in tactical terms. Go send out some rebel rousers to infuriate some of the Iranian people, so that you can lead those people to go and attack an embassy that may belong to the U.S. Can start a feud, that could, end up in a fight. If you don't like somebody, you know how to start a fight with them. And, I'm not saying that this was done in this occasion. All I'm saying is it wouldn't surprise me. Like, they have people now that they call conspiracy theorists saying that 9/11 was an inside job. I'm pretty sure years from now they'll have conspiracy theorists saying that this altercation was an inside job to start a war with Iran, because they have so much natural resources that could feed so many pockets in this country. So it doesn't go past me. And I know how people use rebel rousers to insert them, because this was used on the black community. The Black Panthers have had agents, all in their organizations to bring them down. Rebel rousers is what they call. The guy screaming about, "Oh, I got guns for sale, I got guns for sale." The loudest ones, it works for the feds. He reports back. He's Donnie Brasco. It wouldn't put it past me to say that, they have certain forces who know how to start a situation, and they're playing puppet master because they know that this country is prideful and they will fight back. It wouldn't put it past me that they had a few rebel rousers in there to insinuate a fight, because they know, oh, they have this many weapons, but we got this many weapons. It doesn't matter how many 18-year-olds die, because we want to feed our pockets, but their families are poor anyway. So it is what it is, man. It's a cold world. It's a cold chess game. It's a cold-blooded, mind you have to have in order to know all these things and still enter government, unless you're a naive puppet. But the wise man knows what's going on as far as politics and war and territory and how valuable that is of a resource to have in this world. You know, you have this country, but you want another country. You want to occupy this land, even though you can call it what you want to, but we're going to have stations here, here, and here. But it's a global chess game. Like Zbigniew Brzezinski said, man, it's a global chess game, man. You got to be sharp about your wits. Everything they say on the news ain't so. Because I'm hearing on the news they're saying, oh, the U.S. is going to strike X, Y, and Z. Why would they tell you their moves, man? If they say they're going to do this, they're going to do something else, But hey, man, it is what it is, man. Keep your eyes open, man. Pray and believe and be thankful first and foremost, because God give you a lot of things that other people aren't blessed with. Be thankful. I'm thankful every day to the Most High. I'm thankful every day to the angels that, guide me and, protect me. I'm thankful every day for the people in my life who are heaven sent. Hey, man, thank y'all. I love y'all. Naughty Nord checking in once again. What y'all think about this whole back and forward with Iran? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe as well.